Hi. Another really good exercise is actually something that you can do, and you can do this absolutely anywhere. And that's the beauty of it. It again can be a functional thing, as well as actually helping to improve strength and balance. And that, quite simply, is standing in one leg. So otherwise known as single leg standing. Which, when you think about it, is exactly what walking is. Walking is stand in one leg, move the other one. Stand in one leg, move the other one. So if your balance and things is not great, or you want to improve strength, or both of those things, then this is a good exercise. So standing in one leg. Let's just have a look, first of all. When you stand in one leg, so I'm going to stand on my left leg, and when you do that, what happens is your weight is over your foot, and what you will find is that you should have all this little twittering movements going down at your ankle. Now, those are called equilibrium reactions. Now, equilibrium reactions are like, you can liken them to the sway of a very tall building. It has got a little bit of movement in it. You need that for its adjustments. This is the same. You are stood on one leg, you've got tiny adjustments. You don't stand absolutely still. You have tiny adjustments all the time, happening throughout the body, but there is only one place that they're actually seen, and that is down at the ankle, because the muscles are so near the surface around your ankle. Whoops! So it is a great exercise, one for balance reactions, as I said. Now, what should happen when you're doing that is, you should have, actually, your hips should be level. If you've got this going on, then you're not really using all these muscles around your hip at the side here and there at the back. What it should be is you should be tucked up like that, pelvis level. You can put your hands on the top of your hips to feel that, and then you should be able to feel the activity around the ankle, and also round in this muscle here, and often round in the calf too. Okay, so what about if you're thinking about, I'm going to start this but I'm not sure what to do? I would always suggest that what you do is actually either hold somebody's hand, kitchen worktop, chest of drawers, back of a heavy piece of furniture, sofa, anything at all, a door that's shut, and you could just put your hand on it, or hand on the wall, anything at all. Give you a little bit to check. I wouldn't do this as I am doing without holding on to anything unless you know your balance is good. So if we look at that again. So you've actually got to take your hips. Now, when you take your hips, you take your weight onto one leg. It's actually a very small movement. That's my weight on my right leg, and that's my weight here now on this one. And then I'm going to the other side. Can you see it's a small movement? Now, a common mistake that people make is they actually go, oh, I'm going to stand in one leg, I'll get my weight onto it. And they go too far. And this time, they're then falling. So you've got to think about, it's only a small distance. So if I move on my weight onto this leg, that's me there, and then I can lift my leg. Very small movement. So we've looked at getting the weight transference, in other words, getting the weight from one leg to the other. If we now look at the other issues that people can have, is actually they find that their weight is way back on their heels. So they try to actually stand up in one leg, but their weight's away at the back. Now, there's telltale signs of that if the weight's too much. Your toes might come off like this, okay? Or in actual fact, what they might be is curling like mad. They're trying to grip the floor. They're trying to stop you falling backwards. They're signs that somebody's weight is not even in their feet. If you were to drop a plumb line, and you've got your good balance, where it would actually fall is, it would fall from the shoulder, slightly in front of the hip joint, and actually in front of the ankle joint as well. So that you should feel that the weight is even from your heels going all the way to your toes. So if you feel your weight is too much on your toes, then you actually need to get your weight further forward. You should be upright. Okay, so if you're going to stand on one leg with your weight back there, you kind of don't quite get it. What happens is your knees tend to lock, so you're therefore not using all these muscles here. You're bent forward, and you end up like that. Woo! And can't get your balance. So it is a case of you want to be tucked forward, your weight's over your feet, slightly in front of that ankle joint, and then you can get the weight onto it from sideways, and then you can lift and your whole body should be upright. Now if you want to make that even harder, you can tuck a little bit more even in that side, and just really squeezing, 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 squeezing the bottom. Okay, so quick resume. Standing in one leg, move the weight small distance, weight even across the foot, squeezing the bottom, using these muscles, body's upright over it. The body is not like this, okay, because that's cheating. You're not then using these muscles again. Alright, hold on to something if you need it. Get your body in a line above that leg and then lift. All the twittering at the ankle is normal and actually can actually be a good way to trick those muscles if they're a bit weak normally. Because you might not be able to tap your foot, but from an automatic point of view, you're not thinking about moving these muscles, it happens automatically. So it's a great exercise, standing in one leg, do both sides, do the side that is easiest first of all, because it warms up your brain to the idea of what you need to do, and then do the side that you find a bit more difficult. We've all got one side slightly better. Really squeezing, working hard, working in balance. And there you go. The ideal, if you can do this for 30 seconds on each leg, that is classed within normal. So that's something to aim for. Thank you very much.